Day 6, Custom Customs. As your flight approaches the regional airport where you'll switch to a much larger plane, customs declaration forms are distributed to the passengers. The form asks a series of 26 yes or no questions, which marked A through Z. All you need to do is identify the questions for which anyone in your group answers yes. Since your group is just you, this doesn't take very long. However, the person sitting next to you seems to be experiencing a language barrier and asks if you can help. For each of the people in their group, you write down the questions for which they answer yes, one per line. For example, ABCX, ABCY, ABCZ. In this group, there are 6 questions to which anyone answered yes, A, B, C, X, Y, and Z. Duplicate answers to the same question don't count extra. Each question counts at most once. Another group asks for your help, then another, and eventually you've collected answers from every group on the plane, your puzzle input. Each group's answers are separated by a blank line. Within each group, each person's answers are on a single line. For example, ABC, A, B, C, A, B, A, C, A, B. This list represents answers from 5 groups. The first group contains 1 person who answered yes to 3 questions, A, B, and C. That's this one. The second group contains 3 people combined that answered yes to 3 questions, A, B, and C. The third group contains 2 people combined that answered yes to 3 questions, A, B, and C. The fourth group contains 4 people combined that answered yes to only 1 question, A. The last group contains 1 person who answered yes to only 1 question, B. In this example, the sum of these counts is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1, which equals 11. For each group, count the number of questions to which anyone answered yes. What is the sum of those counts? So I think our first step is pretty obvious. We're going to steal these and we're going to put them in a test. Copy this ABC. I'm going to hop over here. I'm looking at this, and this reminds me of day 4. In day 4, if you remember, we had to separate based on lines. And whenever we've got that empty line, we know we've got a file slit of 2 new lines. So all we have to do is take that, drop this in here, save it, and we know that we're splitting based on that. Next thing I want to do is over here on my process, I'm thinking about it. What I could do is I could handle everything in my process class. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to do that this time. I rarely do that, but this time I think I will. So I'm going to let my part equal 1, and I'm going to let my input equal this entire block of options, because I don't think this one's going to be too complicated. Really what we've got is we've got some parsing of data, and we've just collected it, and we're going to unique it. And uniquing is ridiculously easy in Rails because all you do is you put unique. Yep, so that works for me. Are we going to do this as a string? No. We're going to do this as something comma delimited. And looking at this is really ugly to work with. Let's see, is that accurate? The last one's just a B. Yep, last one's just a B. There's something easier I can do here. I can put some commas in. And I want to make this easier for the next person reading this test. So what I'm going to do to make this some nice, clean, pretty code is I'm going to make these new lines. And this entire thing is going to go on 1 line. The other thing I need to do is this needs to be an array. And that's going to make for my input. Let's see. We'll do a /n. Replace all that. Yep. And like I said before, this is just a series of new lines. /n, /n, /n. Let me just bring these all together. And then what I can even do is I can make this a 1-liner. And that's going to be a lot cleaner and easier for us to read and us to look at. Perfect. Save it and we're done. So this is expected to equal 11, and right now it does not. So if I think about the first step, I have my input, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these values that are on new lines. Can I strip white space? Yeah, can I just do like a map? I think I can even do ampersand colon strip. That's gonna strip out all the white space. Map through it again. Make it unique. And then can't I check the length? And then sum it? Undefined method unique for ABC string. Ooh, fair enough. String iterable Ruby unique. I've got unique on arrays, and there's no surprise there. Let's see. I wonder, isn't there a way in Ruby to turn a string into an array of characters? String Ruby car array. Yeah, we've used that before. Oh, we've used that before, haven't we? I don't want scan, but we have done this before. If I look in this, where did we have to do this? Where do we convert a string into an array? Did we do that in day 5? Not this one. Day 5. Input map, boarding pass seat location. Let's see, each with index, seat index, each car. That's right, it was each car. How lovely. So if I close this and I go back to day 6, that iterated over each character. That didn't convert it into an array that I could then map this onto. String Ruby. Yes, lovely. Do you have a 2A? You do have a 2A. Yay! Now if I go into this, and I do 2A. So I've gone in and I've stripped out all the white space. And let me check. In string, what does strip do? Removes leading and trailing white space. Maybe what I actually want is sub. So we'd say map. In this case, we need curly braces because we're going to pass params to the method. And we would say group input. And this would just be group input. Again. Ah, yes. Dot sub. Let's just say any type of white space, comma, nothing. This is going to return an array of each of these, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Good thing I can just put this here. So I'll go through my string, I'll turn it into an array of arrays. I'll call unique on each of those arrays, call length, and then sum them. Sum length. Undefined method 2A for BC string. Did you mean 2F? Rude, I just looked up if that was a Ruby string, and it is. Rude. It doesn't say what 2A does, though. 2 underscore A. Huh. It does though. 2A, 2A, and this is string. Huh. Maybe I should open this up and take a look inside. Where do I want to do that? I can just do this here. Let me go in here and we'll require pry. And then I can go down to my terminal. Probably still got this. Yeah. I'll just replace that with day 6 spec. Excellent. Binding.pry. What is my input map this to A? Undefined method to A. Lovely. So what is... Well, I suppose I can just go up if I want that one. What is this without the 2A? That's an array that just says LO. We must be on the first one then. This is a string, so if I say LO dot 2A, to array dot split on an empty. Haha! Well, if I don't have 2A, I can at least use how it's implemented. We'll split on that. Yeah, let's tap these in. This makes this a little bit more readable. Now we'll save this. This reruns. Length can't be coerced into integer. I think I was supposed to put an ampersand there. I don't think I need this. I think I need that. Day 6 spec? Ooh. I got 11 answers on this one. Ah. And I got 3 on this one. This, oh, I'm using day 0 as my input text. So if I make this day 6 and I save it, this is going to be 0, which makes sense because I haven't yet collected my puzzle input and placed it inside of my text file. So I saved this, and what do I have? This is kind of exciting. 7,270. Yeah, I'm not doing that by hand. That feels very large, but there's 2,241 possible answers. What was the number again? 7270. That's not the right answer. Your answer is too high. The 11 seem to have worked though. Interesting. A little bit of a challenge there. Let's take a look at this. A lot more characters here. Did I do some? I did some length, map unique. Let's see. In this example, the sum of these counts is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. Let's see. I take my group input. I remove all white space from it. Should I try just removing new lines? $73.95. Wasn't my answer too high? There must be some interesting white space in there. Replace all white space with empty lines. Split. Well, you know, we don't have to do it this way. We can just say it's /n. $72.70. And what did you get? $72.90. Both of these are going higher. There's definitely something funky happening with the white space. Ooh, are there numbers in it? Are there numbers? Maybe? No. Interesting. Not really that interesting, but kind of interesting. Ooh, you know what I can do? I can see if this is an input problem very easily. I can copy this, and I can drop it into my file, and I can save it. Ooh, you're broken. What did you give me? Come on, what did you give me? I got 14 and I was supposed to get 11. Perfect! That tells me exactly what's wrong. Well, not yet, but it will. I'll do a binding.pry. And let's run this one again. Marvelous. And if I call this, what do I get? ABC, A/N. What? My /n's aren't being removed. But I already subbed /w with empty lines. Rude. Let me exit. How does sub work? Sub gsub returns a copy of string with all occurrences of pattern substituted for the second argument. What is the difference between gsub and sub? Returns a copy of string with the first occurrence. That explains everything. That explains everything. This is the wrong thing. This is what I'm looking for. That explains everything. That explains everything. So this can still be /w, but it's supposed to be gsub. We'll save this. We'll go ahead and run this again just to give ourselves an idea of what comes out of this. Why do I still have new lines? Hang on. I ran this with gsub /w. Oh, they're not, how's that? What? Only new lines. Does it return all of the substitutions? Does it return all the substitutions? Hold on. I bet there's a simple replace. Sub returns string if a substitution was performed, or nil if none was returned. Returns a copy of string with the characters in from string replaced by the corresponding characters in to string. If to string is shorter than from string, it is padded with the last character in order to maintain correspondence. That works for me. So I'm looking for TR. And I want to make this regex. Look, I don't get to use regex at work. I should at least get to use it here. And let's test that theory out. What? Fine. Slash in. Slash in? Slash in. I don't know why I'm fixing it up there before I fix it down here. There we go. Exit. I'll remove this. Save it. Yes. They both equal 11 now. So I'll copy this. Maybe what I'll start doing is I'll start using this text to test things. Marvelous. And what are you? 6,911. That's much better. And it's lower too, which is what we were looking for. Marvelous. You're 1 gold star closer to saving your vacation. As you finish the last group's customs declaration, you notice that you misread one word in the instructions. You don't need to identify the questions to which anyone answered yes. You need to identify the questions to which everyone answered yes, using the same example as above, ABC, ABC, AB, AAA, B. This list represents answers from 5 groups. In the first group, everyone, all one person, answered yes to 3 questions, A, B, and C. In the second group, there is no question to which everyone answered yes. In the third group, everyone answered yes to only 1 question, A. Since some people did not answer yes to B or C, they don't count. In the fourth group, everyone answered yes to only 1 question, A. In the fifth group, everyone, all one person, answered yes to 1 question, B. In this example, the sum is 6. For each group, count the number of questions to which everyone answered yes. What is the sum of those counts? This feels fairly straightforward. So context part 2, we would say it is expected to equal 6. And we'd save it, and it would fail because we haven't written the code for it yet. And if we hop back over here to day 6, let me close this thing. Here we go, and we'll pull this over here. What I'm thinking I'll do is I'll start with this one, and I'll just say that this is, I don't want to call it input because I already have an at input. So maybe I'll call it parsed input, or maybe all answers. Ooh, I can't just strip out the new lines. Now I have to track that. I think there's a way to play with this though. What if instead of doing that, so because I made this as like one function instead of breaking it down into smaller functions, what I'm basically gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to say if part equals 1, do all this stuff. Otherwise, use a completely different set of magical Rails commands or Ruby commands. And what I'll do here is I'll say at input dot map do, I'll put my little pipe, and we'll say group input. And what I want to do this time is I want to do group input dot split on that new line. So now I have a 2-dimensional array that is comprised of, that's comprised of strings. And then what I think I can do is I can look for like, the intersection? Let's see. I'm looking for Ruby array intersection. Yes, that's lovely, but I would like to see the actual documentation on this. Thank you. And intersection. Ooh. Set intersection returns a new array containing unique elements common to the two arrays. The order is preserved from the original array. So if I've got 1, 1, 3, 5, I end up with 3, 2, 1. Marvelous. Marvelous. It excludes the 5, it excludes the 2, and it's elegant too because it's just an and. So I believe what I can do is I can hop right over here. I've got this split up into several different strings. And can I just do like a reduce? And. If I'm looking at this, what do I have? Where am I at this point in the process? Like this multi-line. Map do group input dot split new line, reduce and. What is this undefined local variable nonsense? Oh, if at part equals 1. Undefined method and for a string. What? For string? No, that's not what we want at all. That's split in. This should be an array. Yes, this should be an array. Let's see. Array. Reduce. What? I don't have a reduce. I want to call it on all of them and append them together. Let's see. Flatten, fill, find index. I thought it was called reject, replace, reverse, our index, sample, select, shuffle, size, slice, sort. I thought it was called reduce. I was pretty sure. And it called it reduce array Ruby. I would like this. I would like enumerable. Reduce. Combines all elements of enum by applying a binary operation specified by a block or symbol that names a method or operator. The inject and reduce methods are aliases. There is no performance benefit to either. If you specify a block, then for each element in enum, yeah, so this should be an array. Oh, I see what it's trying to do. It's going to try and call it on each of them instead of combining all of them. Same using a block, product in. Oh, product times in. Interesting. So if I wanted to multiply 5 times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9, theoretically, I would do this 1 star in. Although according to this, I could just do 5 to 10 reduce plus. At this point, you are an array of strings. Well, there's an easy way to fix that. If you are an array of strings, then we'll convert you a split. Do I have to call this again? Can I do, what happens if I do and colon split? I'm gonna binding that right here. And I'm gonna control tick to open up my terminal. And I'll call rspec here, and I wanna call it on line 30. And if I look at this, I call group input split and map split and. Unidentified call for array. What do I get from this? I get an array called ABC. happened to the rest of you? What happened to ABC, AC? Oh, this is my first one, ABC. Group input dot split in dot map and dot split. So do I need this? Oh, hang on. If I call this without the split, what do I get? I get ABC. Oh. Yes, I do see the problem now. I would need to do dot split and dot or and colon split nothing. The only problem is it does not allow parentheses. So I would need to do dot split, dot split, parentheses, ampersand, colon, split, tick marks. Yeah, does not accept those. Why does it keep putting it inside a split? Do I keep doing that? I keep doing that. It's late. And map, split. I don't think this will work. No, it doesn't allow that. What I need to do is a map, do object, and this would be answer dot split by anything. This is a closing curly brace. This is a do dot reduce, and this becomes and colon and to my endless amusement. No, you did not like that because I made this a do instead of an end. Okay, that looks good. That's not quite what I expected though. Yeah, not quite what I was hoping for. I was hoping for ABC out of this. All right, let me see this. I have... Maybe that's okay. It's not really what I expected this to look like. I'm gonna keep this binding.pry here. And I'm gonna indent this map. I'm curious to see what this says though. So I got ABC, ABC, AB. Is that accurate? Let's see. In the second group, there is no answer to which everyone answered yes. So no, that is not correct. Yeah, that's not right. See the input. ABC. ABC. Yeah, nope, that's not right. Let me check something right here though. If I have AB and AC, what happens? Okay, if I have an array called AB and an array called AC, what is my result? A. So that is exactly what I want. The problem is I don't have the data in the way that I want it. So if I had a 2D array, this is the data that I want to end up with. And I did a dot reduce and colon and this had my AB and my AC in it. Oh, nope, not there. Comma there. Right there. I get A. So the problem is we're not here yet. Correct? Yes, there are no C's, except for the first one. Interesting. So this is my goal. Oh, you know what I didn't do yet? Maybe this is the problem. Maybe the problem is that I haven't added this yet. Sum and colon length. Expected 6 got 30111. Hey! That looks right. Yeah, maybe I just need to sum it twice. Oh, I do it with some length. And then I just sum it. Correct? Undefined method sum for integer 3. Interesting. You ended up with an array. You know what? We just learned a method that will help with this. Reduce and colon plus. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Undefined method reduce for 3 integer. What does this return? I'm gonna binding that pry here. Yeah, show me 30. What is happening here? If I do, this is a nifty trick. You can do underscore to get whatever the current thing is. Underscore. Ugh. Of course you're not gonna work right now. Let me quit. It's fine. If you see that issue, you can put your dots trailing instead of leading. A lot of people like the leading dots because they're prettier, but the trailing dots let you do this. Interesting. Not really what I expected to see. If I look at group input, wait a second. I figured out the problem. I'm just supposed to split it in here. Okay. Let's try that again. Sum and length. I'm gonna quit. I'm going to exit And then we'll scroll down here and we'll see that it returned 6. Marvelous. And our input is exactly the same, so if we run this for part 2, and we say it is expected not 2 equals 0, this should now pass. And we'll get 3,473. Let's see, 3,473. Happy Advent of Code! I have a Discord with the channel where you can talk about Advent of Code. I've got a private leaderboard in the description below. You can check out the PR on my GitHub. There's tons of cool ways to engage and enjoy Advent of Code. I'll see you around. Bye!